Right, here we are, Coursera's Arduino Interfacing Week 2 assignment to use a light dependent resistor to control a buzzer. Let us know if it's getting dark. On the left is the circuit diagram. We've got a light dependent resistor and a normal resistor in a resistor divider network, and going to pin A0 to measure the voltage at this point, and we've got a buzzer connected to A1 to make a noise. If we take a look, I've just rigged up one of these over here on the board just to measure the resistance. When we are fully dark, simulated 180 kilo ohms, and when we are fully light, it simulates to 506 ohms. I've written them down over here. We're adjusting this voltage, goes between 28 millivolts up to 3.32 volts. We can see the 3.32 volts there now. Alright, so let's take a look and see what happens. Here's the code that I have. I've got a serial monitor running telling us what the value is right now. We're getting 679 in for this voltage, and the actual code looks like this. We've got A0 for the brightness, we've got A1 for the buzzer, and then some setup values. We've got a threshold for 450. If the brightness goes below 450, then we'll sound the buzzer. So we're setting up, we set up the pin modes, and then we have serial to drive this. Right, here's the algorithm. We measure the brightness, compare the brightness to a threshold. If the brightness drops below the threshold, we sound the alarm. If the brightness returns to normal, we switch off the buzzer. Now the simulator doesn't work very well with a buzzer when your pin mode is output, so what I've done is made the pin mode input when we don't need it. So if the brightness, we measure the brightness. If the brightness is less than the threshold, then we set off and put the pin mode to out, the pin mode for the buzzer pin to output. We set the tone 262 Hz, which is middle C. And then if the brightness goes above the threshold, then we put the pin mode to input and stop the noise. Right, and then we just have this little counter here, every 2000 iterations through here, then we print out this on this side over here, just to give a reasonable value, reasonable rate on that. Okay, let's get rid of the code. What we've got right now, we have full brightness. Here's the LDR in circuit. This one is just a test one. Got the LDR in circuit, full brightness, and as we go darker, bring in this value below a certain threshold, 450. Right close there. Okay, thank you very much.